What is going on, guys? Forz here, and today we're going to be using the Red Death in PvP. Now, the Red Death, not really the Red Death specifically, but all pulse rifles just got a damage buff by 9.7%. And so in this, I clearly demonstrate the immense power that the Red Death had. Now, this is definitely a definitive version of a pulse rifle, or something that has a 3-burst weapon. Now, if you play other FPS games like Call of Duty or Halo, when you get a pulse rifle weapon like a BR, an M16, or whatever the case may be, it is absolutely destructive. It's a powerhouse. Now, in Destiny, for some reason at first, the pulse rifles weren't really that good. Nobody really used pulse rifles except for me. Of course, I was in the minority with a couple other people who took a liking to the Red Death. When people were choosing between Red Death or Suros, majority of the people picked Suros regime. Now that the buff before this actually improved the Red Death's fire rate, and on top of that, the buff that just gave this thing a 9.7% damage output just made this thing a lot better. It is now more like a BR or battle rifle from Halo. It's really great to use in PvP. Now, I was just using this earlier, and actually one of my friends pointed it out today that the Red Death was one of the best weapons in Crucible. And I was like, well, it's up there, you know, it's top 10 definitely. And I was thinking, wait a minute, wasn't there like an update or something? And Bungie did actually put the update out this week. For some reason, I was thinking it's gonna come out next week or the week after, but no, I was wrong. I read the patch notes, and yeah, it gives pulse rifles a damage buff by 9.7%, and on top of that, the Red Death's range is absolutely impeccable. And so this thing's impact range and its damage buff just made this thing a whole lot better in PvP. So if you guys haven't tried it already, go ahead and try out the Red Deaths or any pulse rifle for that matter. I would recommend you using a Red Death or the pulse rifle from for some reason I can't even think of it, Oversoul Edict from Crota's Raid, or if you don't have the DLC, use the one from Vault of Glass. And they're all really good. They all have a high fire rate, and yeah, I highly recommend you using it in PvP, because now it's just, you can absolutely destroy and dominate. And I just love the fact that pulse rifles got a buff. This is a much needed buff, and it really puts pulse rifles where it's at. You know, it puts at that level where, like, you know, where was it when, you know, you put Halo in perspective. I know I like to do a lot of comparisons with Halo and Destiny, but you put in perspective the battle rifle, the go-to weapon for a primary. You know, you don't DMRs are great, but I prefer a BR, and a lot of other people prefer a BR just because of how powerful it is, and it only takes 4 shots of you pulling the trigger for you to get the kill. And so, you know, I just always like the fact that there was a pulse rifle or that type of weapon. You know, one of my favorite weapons of all time. Like, if I play Call of Duty, I'll play the M6. I'll use the M16 a lot because I just love the 3 burst is just overpowered, and so I really like it. And now that one of my favorite weapons of the game have this ridiculous buff, I'm going to be using the pulse rifles a lot more now, and a lot of other people are too. I saw a lot of people, you know, actually taking it up, but it's not ridiculous to the point where every single person is using the pulse rifles, you know. I still saw a lot of people using Hawkmoon, Thorn, and you know, still shotgun fagging all day, you know, sliding shotgun. I still saw all of that, but now there's a little bit more of a balance with pulse rifles, where I was even able to beat shotgun people mid-range. You know, they were sliding at me, and I was just able to pick them off with headshots, and I was still able to get the kills, and I was really happy about that, because it just proves that, you know, or not proves, but now it gives everyone a fighting chance in terms of, like, you don't want to switch to a shotgun or your secondary really quick when you see some dude running up on you. As long as you have precision shots on that person, you're gonna get the kill, you know. It puts a lot more at a higher skill base instead of just like overpowerness. So you see there, I almost defeated a guy with the Song of Ur-Yut, which I was increasingly impressed about how I even got his health that low. Usually they would just completely melt you, or you wouldn't even touch their shields because of the amount of damage that you would have put into them. But now it's like, you know, it's pretty even. And so, of course, this doesn't make you invincible. You can still die, like you see there. You can still die. Pulse rifles are still, I would say, they're on par with auto rifles at this point, especially the Red Death, because the Red Death has the ability to heal you every time you kill an enemy. So when you kill an enemy, your shields recharge right back up. So if you have 2 or more people, you can definitely bounce back from that situation. So anyways, guys, I definitely love this new update that Bungie implemented into Destiny. Is it a little bit too late for you guys? What do you guys think? I'm still trying to take a break from this game, so that's why I've been liking Destiny videos lately. But hopefully in the near future, it sparks my interest again and I'll play it some more. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you want to see a video similar to this one, just let me know, because I'm going to be reviewing all exotic weapons. So yeah, keep an eye out for those videos, and I'll see you all in the next one.